Hello children, welcome to the first video of third lesson of EVS 2 Maratha Sardar, the famous house of the Bhosles. As we have seen in previous chapter, how the teaching of saints awakened the people and they regained their lost confidence. The great awakening among the people brought about by the saints helped Shivaji in his fight for Swaraj. Today, we are going to learn about the brave Maratha Sardars, tradition of Vellore, the temple of Krishneshwar. Let us see one by one. Period of unrest. As the saints preached devotion to God, the brave Maratha Sardars started a tradition of bravery. This was a period of great unrest. The two sultans, the Adil Shah of Bijapur and the Nizam Shah of Ahmednagar, were constantly at war with each other. They made use of the armies of Maratha Sardars in these wars. As I said early, these two sultans, Adil Shah and Nizam Shah, they were always fight among themselves. And this was a period of unrest. Why? Because people, after the learning the teachings or imbibing the confidence, whatever they have lost due to this harassment of these two sultan, they become very strong and brave. So what they have done, they have started their preparing their own armies, and these armies have been used by this Nizam Shah and Adil Shah for their wars. The brave Maratha Sardars. The Marathas were both brave and tough. They were also fearless and loyal to their masters. They were very proud of their achievements on the battlefield. The brave Maratha Sardar, soldier with a spear in hand and a sword at the side, would ride in his Sardar's cavalry. All the Maratha Sardars had their own private armies. If such a Sardar went to the Sultan with his army, the Sultan gave him employment, made him a Sardar of his kingdom, and sometimes conferred a Jagir upon him. The Sardar who received such a Jagir considered himself as a Raja. These Maratha Sardars, they were very brave. They were tough and they were ready to fight, and they were loyal towards their masters. They were fearless and have their own private armies. If such a Sardar went to the Sultan with his army, and the Sultan, if he found that the army is up to the mark, like they are, he get a confident, okay, this army is going to win the battle and they are very strong. So what he do? He gave them employment and made him a Sardar of his kingdom. And if they achieve any big assignment, assignment here means they won the battle, then what the Sultan do? He gave them a Jagir as a gift, as a award. And the Sardar who received such a Jagir, what they consider themselves? They consider themselves as a Raja. So Who are the Rajas? The Sardars, to whom this Sultan gave the Jagir on their achievement. They consider themselves as a Raja. Now we'll see the most famous among the Sardars in the courts of Adil Shah and Nizam Shah. Who are they? They are Jadavs of Sindhkhed, Nimbalkars of Faltan, Ghorpades of Mudhol, Mores of Javli, and Bhosles of Verul. These are some of the famous Maratha Sardars who are in the court of Adil Shah and Nizam Shah. The Jadavs of Sindhkhed, they claim themselves that they are the origin of a Yadavs of Devgiri. They are the belongings from the Yadavs of Devgiri. So the Yadavs of Sindhkhed claim descent from the Yadavs of Devgiri. Here descent means the origin of a person in terms of family. Shivaji's mother Jijabai was the daughter of Lakhoji Rao Jadhav, who is also belong from the Sindhkhed. Now we'll see tradition of Vellore. All these Sardars were brave, but many of them were sworn enemies of one another. They never thought that they should unite and do something for their own people. So all their valor and bravery served the interests of others. Even so, they kept alive the warlike spirit, especially among the young. Many of famous soldiers were born in their family who kept alive the tradition of Vellore. Among the famous families, the Bhosles of Verul showed great bravery and enterprise. See, children, though these Maratha Sardars were brave, but many of them were true enemies. Here, sworn enemies means true enemies of each other. And they never thought of unite and do something for their own people. They never thought that we have to remove this Sultan from the Maharashtra. We have to unite together and fight against these sultans. They never thought of this. And their valor and bravery served the interests of others. This is the example, like you are learning everything, born and brought up in India, and you are working in abroad. Whatever talent you got from India, you are serving in interest of foreign countries. So this is the example which I think suits with this situation, where Maratha Sardars, they were very strong, and for whom they are serving? They are serving for the interests of these two sultans. Now coming towards the temple of Grushneshwar. Before I start, I will tell you this Grushneshwar temple is in Aurangabad, at present in Aurangabad. It is one of the Jyotirling among 12. There are 12 Jyotirlings, and this is one, and which is situated in Aurangabad. In this you come to know like how Maloji Raje has restored, and after this Ahilyabai Holkar, Maloji Raje has restored in 16th century, and after that Ahilyabai Holkar in 18th century again she reconstructed this temple. Now let us see line by line. It was about 400 years ago the temple of Krishneshwar near the Verul caves was falling to pieces. The walls had developed cracks. The priests also had deserted the temple. Thus, the temple, which was built in honor of a great god, was totally neglected. All the devotees who came here mourned over the sorry state of the temple, but no one thought of repairing it. See, this temple before 400 years near the Verul caves. Verul caves are there in Aurangabad, as you all know, was falling into the pieces. The priests of this temple also left, and the devotees who came there show sorrow over the sorry state. Like the condition of the temple was devastated. The things are not proper, the walls are falling. So, the temple which was built in honor of a great god was totally neglected and no one thought of repairing. All the people, they are just feeling like, oh, how the poor condition of this temple, how it became. But no one has taken a step, no one has taken an initiative to reconstruct or rebuild it. So, this is a present picture of the Krishneshwar temple, which is situated in Aurangabad, Maharashtra. A great devotee of Shiva visited temple regularly. He would put flowers and bell on the lingam and express his innermost thought to the god. He carried out extensive repair to the temple and restored to its original condition. He also made arrangement for the proper maintenance of the temple. Now, there were lights both inside and outside of the temple, and the lost grandeur of Krishneshwar was restored. Who was this devotee? Who did all this? He was Maloji Raje Bhosle. As you come to know after my reading of this paragraph, that Maloji Raje Bhosle, he was a great devotee of Shiva. And what he has said, he used to go to worship Lord Shiva. Daily he carried with him flowers and bale. Bale is a leaf. We offer God on the lingam. At the now Shravan month is coming. In the month of Shravana, every Monday, maybe our parents are offering this bale to the Shivling. So that is a bale. And express his innermost thought. And what he has done, he carried out the reconstruction of the temple and bring it to its original condition. What he has done, he has made the arrangement of proper maintenance of the temple. Then he put the lights both inside of the temple and outside of the temple, so that whoever comes, they didn't face any problem. The fame of the Krishneshwar temple came back, and this man was Maloji Raje Bhosle. So, in next video, children, we are going to learn the family tree of Bhosle and the work of Shahaji Raje. Thank you. God bless you all.